So today I want to talk to you about the AI revolution and whether you can have change and the impact that it will have on your business. So how many of you are using AI currently? So on your phones, you'll see there's a button and you can pick. So you can either say weekly, occasionally, or not at all. Did you manage to find it, Sarah? Never mind. There we go. Right, we can have work on that together over there. So AI is becoming second nature to everybody. Everywhere in our lives, we are finding that more AI and AI is improving it. In different countries, it's even used to monitor speed limits, and it will change the different speeds that you can drive on roads. So if we go to the next slide. So how did it change? So everybody talks to me mainly about AI is going to take over my job. In most cases, it's not AI that will take over your job, but it's the person who uses AI that will take over your jobs. The reason for that being is AI is a learning model. It will only output it is what you put in. So what I normally say to people is AI is like a baby. The older they get, so if you have a toddler and you give it the instruction and say walk from here to there, then the child will walk from there to there. But the more complex, if you say to them hop 3 times on your right leg and 5 times on your left leg and then crawl for the 10 steps and stand up and then walk the rest, then that behavior pattern will completely different. And that's exactly how AI is working. Currently, our AI is still in a very young stage. The development that we will see over the next 10 years is going to be a lot more, and the speed that it will change. So if we go to the next slide. So if we look at phones, we're all using our phones with technology where you can answer things on your phone. We have people which can be at home. We can live stream it, and they can have immediate access to all this content. Now, the phone operator that we saw there, her job has disappeared. But it's not only her job that disappeared, it's also the jobs of the person designing the system, the persons laying the cables. But how many new jobs has been created by the creation of mobile phones? We all have mobile phones. It's the mobile phones, it's the creation, it's app creation, it's the IT behind it, it's the security, and then all the accessories these days as well. It's a very, very big market. So when you see one thing changes into a new thing, it doesn't have to be scary. It's just a difference in how we behave and how life is changing. Go to the next one. So we have another question over there. So where can your business improve with AI? So content creation, or note-takings during meetings, or automated emails? Right, so content creation. So that is when we listened to Mark earlier on as well, where it's kind of a very good combination where you can use AI now to create images. All the images has been created by AI, and I've actually referenced it. However, it has changed quite significantly since March when I done this presentation the first time. Content creation, you can now use your AI to come up with ideas, come up with a theme structure, then change it into a way that you can use it as a content calendar. And it can then also help us with less on the image creation, depending on your industry, but also with video creation on there. So you can go to the next one. So what's the challenges that we are facing currently within the industry? So how do you stay ahead with technology at the moment? A lot of the times where we are in a room together, most people will be on their phones. So if you are a presenter and you're trying to avoid people from going on their phones, then that becomes almost against the norm to what the industry is changing to. So the more that you can interact with people, involve them, also if you do online presentations, using an interactive one is actually a lot better, because a webinar, you can now actually see the results which people are thinking about. You can have them saying something, and by having a graph that comes up on screen, it does make the interaction, because the other participants can also see where they are in comparison. And we use it a lot in education as well, universities, where we have big groups, 20 to 50 people on a call, but we can see what their interactions are. So in your industry, the challenges that you're facing is to analyze and see how can you use AI to give you 1 hour extra per day. So 1 hour extra per day is 5 hours a day. So in a month, you can have 20 hours of extra time. It's almost an extra day. If you can automate basic things, that takes up too much time within your industry. So next one as well. So what's holding you back from using AI in your business? Is it the complexity of AI and integrating it? Is it privacy concerns? Or is it not feeling in control? If we think about from ancient times where we had a horse and cart pulling something, the development of the wheel from a stone wheel to the current wheels we have on our electric cars is quite significant, but it happened over a long period of time. These days, you log off on a Friday, and then what you think of your software was doing, by Monday morning when you log on, they've updated it and it works completely different. And a good example is social media, where you think you found exactly how it works, and then on Monday morning, Facebook decided they've moved the buttons somewhere else and it doesn't exist anymore. So from there is the privacy concerns. Now, privacy concerns is what you, first of all, will have to talk about an IT professional. Recently, or previously, you could have done it by yourself, but if you are more than 1 or 2 people, you will have to create a enclosed environment. Now, Copilot, which is from Windows, you can create a closed environment which you can train, and over the next couple of years, you will see more AI agents appearing. So AI agents are, you know, the chatbots that you have on your website, where you would ask a question and it would give you an answer, and it's not the right answer, but you ask a question and it gives you another answer, and you just go around in circles and you don't get anywhere. So AI agents is going to be the new development, where you upload all your documentation inside of it, you gave it references to what you want them to do, and you can ask a normal question and it would curate an answer out of it. And your answers will never be the same for each support call. In IT as well, that will come out and take over a lot of your first line support. A lot of the airlines already only have AI using the first line of questioning. If you phone in and you go, what time's my flight? Why is my flight delay? That's all done by AI agents already. So the confusion and the not feeling control fits into this section. Is, do you feel overwhelmed? Because it's changing so quickly. It has been proven that psychologically you can't keep up with the rate of technology changes, because our brains can't adapt and learn as fast as AI can learn. If you ask a human to give the output of, if we would prompt a human, the thought process would be much slower, and they would think from it from their perspective. When you use AI, and then you can see that we can have a much broader sense of our answer, However, it's also what it puts out, whether it's right or wrong, it also learns because it puts it back in as well. So there is the scenarios where you can create these fake phantom environments where it comes up with a whole scenario that has never happened. And that is similar to like when they're eating spaghetti, where the mouth is not really part of the face anymore. In medical reasons, there's a lot of times where the first line of questioning, if you would phone up, AI can give a much broader answer because, for example, it won't be tired. It can automatically generate a report, and you can upload everything, so the answers that it would give is broader than just the person sitting on the other side who might be at the end of a 12-hour shift and just can't be bothered and just wants to get home like everybody else does. So that is all creating confusions onto everything. So we're navigating our phones. We so often have new phones, new phone updates, our laptops update, everything changes at a pace where we are struggling to compute. So this is where we can go on to communities and where we are going to get together. So where do you feel, or do you feel supported with your AI in your business? Does your company, if you're working for a company, give you any support? Or if you don't have, if you're a single person, where do you ask for support? Where do you ask for help? How do you structure your thought process about just security based around AI? Can I put this in? What do I ask? Because obviously everything you upload becomes public domain. And again, the copyright issues of once it's in there, anybody can use it. So once you've uploaded, everybody has been doing these dolls, which are like an action figure in a box. Your photo is now public domain. So I can theoretically get access to it, and I can now use it because it's now public domain. So you'd have given up copyright on that photo. Comes more in if you start adding children into it. So it's where do you think about when you are doing upload content, it might be a simple thing like creating a fun image, but the consequences can be longer. Previously on Facebook, so it's not necessarily AI related, the guy went on holiday in South Africa, walked through the bookstore, and his fireplace with his child sitting in front of it was on the front cover of a book. So eventually got a whole legal battle against it, and the guy got it off Facebook, and he couldn't do anything because once you've uploaded any pictures on Facebook, Facebook owns the copyright in its public domain, so anybody can use any picture on Facebook. So he couldn't do anything. So let's have a look. So we say, so one is somewhat, we said 2 feel supported, and then 2 which is not supported. So finding a community as a small business is what's going to change the future. So if you could, we can't have every piece of the puzzle sorted out. And each one comes from their point of view and their reference point. And if we can collaboratively work together, we can share our knowledge. Now, the benefits of that is that if we're in a room as professionals from different industries and we say, right, you know what, I want to get more engagement on my social media posts. Somebody might have had a very good experience and somebody who's struggling. So, for example, we've recently worked with somebody and he posted a green banana, a yellow banana, and a black banana. And he said, and he worked on HR, and he said, sometimes you get more benefits employing the the green bananas and the black bananas and not the middle group, which caused a lot of outrage, but he's had 170,000 views on his post and over 3,000 interactions on it. So that just shows you that sometimes you can be slightly controversial, but knowing that, we can all go, who's ever thought to talk about HR comparing it to bananas. So sometimes we can come up with different ideas when we're in a group, and if you have an idea, you have somebody which you can soundboard it off and discuss some information around it. Next one as well, for some, there it is. So the big thing that you have to learn is that you need to leverage AI rather than trying to know everything, and look at your business and say, how can I implement AI to help me save 1 hour a day so that I don't have to do those tasks which I go at the end of the day going, I have to do that, but I'll do it tomorrow, and I'll do it tomorrow, and I keep on passing it on, and I never get around to it until it's like deadline, and you have to do it. A lot of the times that could be in financing, so doing some of your bookkeeping. Loads of those things can be automated with different software packages. So who am I and why am I standing here in front of you? So I haven't said my name for a reason at the beginning, because first of all, like we all want to know, is you want to know a bit more about it, and then you want to make a decision whether you like me or not. So I'm Anne-Marie, and I do loads of crazy running all around the world. So I'm mostly known as the crazy running lady. So I've run 7 days through the Amazon rainforest. I've run 24 hours, 36 hours. 24 hours are my favorite one to run for. And I do about 3 marathons in 24 hours, a bit more sometimes if the weather is nice and warm. So, and then I'm a mum and a daughter, and I've just realised I'm wearing the same dress as what is on my presentation. I also write loads of content for different industries: fitness industry, IT industry, land surveying equipment industry, very niche, but I do like to niche as well in different areas. And then I run a group where we discuss all your content. So if you go on to the next slide. Now let's try this one. So on this slide, you'll see a QR code. So it will take you to the website, and it will take you straight to this presentation as well. And what you can see is everything that we've done today is interactive, and you can use a similar format of it when you do your own work. For businesses, we always start, so I recommend them start with a free version until you see that you actually use it, and then upgrade it. I have done the whole presentation in the free version. There was a little bit of a way around because you can't do all the creative stuff in the free version, but there's always ways around to making your presentations really interactive and make sure that you can develop your business. So if you feel that you're sitting at home and you struggle with your business and you want a community where you can say, you know what, I'm struggling with anything from social media to content writing to email marketing, websites, then we help you step by step implementing it. We don't just tell you what to do. We would literally go down to the level which says, do you see the blue button in the top right-hand corner? Click on that button on our online training sessions. So if you have any questions, then please come and chat to me afterwards. Thank you very much for listening.